Come on in.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Steven Garohara. I'm a sales rep here at Salesforce. Pleasure to meet you today.
Nice to meet you, Steven.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch your name. What was your name again?
Hi, my name is Hamza, and I'm from Linux management team.
Hamza. Gotcha. It's a pleasure to meet you today, Hamza. I brought my notebook today here. Sorry, I'm still setting up. But I will be taking notes for our meeting today. Is that okay?
Feel free to take notes.
Perfect. And I also have our meeting up for about 20 minutes. Does that sound great to you?
Yes, 20 minutes work well for me.
Gotcha. Alrighty. How's your day been today?
It's been good so far. I have like a couple of things, meetings and a few other things I'm
Gotcha.
working on.
Anything in the weekend you're looking forward to?
I'm going on a trip with my friends.
Okay, that's good to hear. I understand that Lennox has been a leading climate control company amongst the industry and growing day in and day out. I recently read an article that Lennox aimed at enhancing operational efficiency. Can you tell me about that?
And thank you, Steven, for pointing out. Yes, at Linux, we are committed to pushing the boundaries of climate control and innovations, our growth. And it's exciting to see our effort being recognized day to day to the people.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that. And with your permission, I'd also like to ask you a few questions to better understand your environment and see where we can bring the most value. Does that sound good to you?
Absolutely, Stephen. Please feel free to ask any questions you have.
Okay. And if you like what you hear today, what would next steps look like?
What would next step look like? I would like to bring this operation to with my directors and request a demo to show like how Salesforce can
Okay.
help us out.
Yeah, that sounds perfect to us. But my first question would be if how does your team usually handle entering customers or lead information data?
Our team currently uses a combination of Microsoft Office product, I would say,
Mhm.
like mostly Excel for entering and managing customer information.
Okay. So it's almost like a makeshift CRM system.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
correct.
gotcha. And does that ever feel like a process that takes longer than it should?
The process can be sometimes time consuming because it
Mhm.
lack the automation.
Okay. And when somebody leaves your company, how do you make sure their data stays safe and doesn't get lost?
Our current system doesn't have a strong access, or I will say we don't have any security system right now, which can be
Mhm.
dangerous for our company to leak our data for customers.
Okay. And is keeping their sensitive customer information protected a big priority right now?
As our operation expand and we deal with more sensitive customer day to
Mhm.
day, enhancing our information security is top prior for us.
Oh yeah, I would assume. Yeah, your company is growing day in and day out, and it's becoming a giant amongst the industry as it already is. Protecting that data would be very massive and would give you a lot of leverage, specifically building that customer retention and making sure that your customer feels safe giving you their data would definitely give you a lot of leverage amongst the industry. But we know that I know, or I guess my next question would be, are your teams able to easily access the information that they need when they're not in the office?
Our sales team, who spend over like 60 to 75% outside from the office, face challenges with accessing real-time data, and we are looking to improve that.
Okay, and how well do your systems support working on the go or from the field?
Currently, our system do not support mobile access, which is significant limitation of our field staff.
I see. And I guess on the topic of scalability, companies growing, as your company continues to grow, how have any of your systems started to feel a little stretched or outdated?
Yes, as we continue to grow, our system reliant on older technology, as I mentioned, like Excel, have
Mhm.
begun to feel struggling to keep pace with our needs.
And last question, do you feel confident that your current setup can keep up with your future growth?
Not entirely, there is a real concern that our current system might not scale our
Mhm.
growth, which is why we are exploring.
Okay, and if you could remove those hurdles and make data easier to enter, improve security, give your teams access anywhere, and support your growth, how would that change things here at Lennox?
Remove those hurdles would be significant, enhance
Mhm.
our operation efficiency and
Mhm.
advantage. It would enable us to manage our customer relationship and our
Mhm.
sales to grow.
Okay, and here I'll give you again give you this page right here that shows you how our user interface looks like for our feature, our data input wizard. So we know that manual data entry not only slows down your team, but also introduces errors that can impact your customer relationships and reporting accuracy. So the benefit that Salesforce can bring to your company is that it can automate repetitive tasks and reduce that human error, allowing for your reps to onboard customers 3 times faster while keeping data accurate and compliant.
Sound like an improvement. Speeding up data entry is crucial
Mhm,
for us, like as it directly impact our ability, as you mentioned right over here,
mhm.
to respond to market demand quickly.
Yep. And speaking about security, we know that sensitive customer data must be protected at all times, specifically when employees leave or change roles. So failing to do these risks can increase the chance of a breach and data loss. So our Salesforce Shield encryption
Mhm.
tool can help benefit protect that data and at rest and also in transit. It ensures only the right people have access and avoids disruptions when employees leave, all while building that trust. How does that sound?
The security feature you have mentioned,
Mhm,
Salesforce Shield, that still is like game changer for us. Very appealing. Protecting sensitive
mhm,
customer information is top priority, as I mentioned for
mhm.
us.
And in today's hybrid and field heavy work environments, our teams need reliable access to information from anywhere. And the lack of mobility can delay deals and most importantly, it can frustrate stuff. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay, and we have a feature known as our Salesforce mobile app, and this feature enables the reps to view and update records on the go, even offline. It helps promote those instant collaboration and seamless updates across teams.
Across teams, you mentioned.
Yes, sir. And most additionally, I want to emphasize on offline because sometimes your reps can be in remote areas, and
Mm-hmm.
believe that being on the go and having a mobile app that can help you stay in contact with your customers and other sales reps seamlessly, we believe it can be very beneficial for your company as well.
As I mentioned, like our 75% sales team is outside
Mhm,
of the office, and
mhm,
sometimes you don't find like reliable internet access. So
mhm.
it's kind of a game changer for us, like to get an offline mode.
Okay. And on the topic of scalability, here is my last paper. I'm sorry for all the paper I'm giving
No
you,
problem.
but as Linux continues to grow, it's vital to have systems that can scale with you, most importantly rather than hold you back. And those the disconnected tools and limited integration can create silos and inefficiencies. So our MuleSoft and Tableau solutions features can easily connect and scale systems as you grow. MuleSoft, let alone, has helped companies reduce maintenance up by up to 74% and deliver projects up to 3 times faster.
As we continue to grow and evolve in the market, the feature you mentioned, such as Tableau and Salesforce Flow, appear very promising for us.
Of course, and it seems clear that Salesforce can address the key challenges Linux is currently facing. Would you be interested in seeing a detailed demonstration how our platform can specifically improve your sales process and efficiency?
A demo would be
Mhm.
incredible, useful. It will allow us to understand how it could help us.
Okay, excellent. I'll go ahead and arrange a demo session next week. Meanwhile, I'll send over some case studies or similar companies that have successfully transitioned from a traditional system to Salesforce. This will give you a better idea of the potential benefits. And how does that sound to you?
Case study would be beneficial for us to see like how it could help us like see
Okay. And I have some availability sometime next week on Tuesday. Does that sound good for you?
Tuesday at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll mark that down. I'll see if we have availability at that time. But other than that, did you have any other questions for me today?
No, Steven.
Perfect. All right. It's been a pleasure talking to you, Hamza. I
Thank you,
appreciate your
Steven.
time. Oh, before I go, I also included my business card. So I didn't want to leave that out. So if you by chance run into an issue or having a question regarding the meeting time or anything that has to do with what we can offer, feel free to reach out to me. I am always available 24/7. I'm your guy.
Thank you, Steven, and I'm looking forward.
Perfect. All right. One last handshake. And yes, thank you for your time, Hamza.
Thank you.